Hello, I am Bridget Rowe. I am energy, I am powerful, and I am who I say I am. This video is for the month of September 2019, where I am doing multiple videos about love and mentally stimulating and attracting a man. So this particular video I want to do to make sure that I talk about speaking your truth and discussing or sharing with men in particular how you feel, because I feel like it's something that is being avoided. I feel like women are being so tough, so masculine, saying nothing is wrong. I understand that, the dynamics have changed. Women are starting to become more independent and this and that and the third, but at the same time I feel as though the feminine essence is kind of like being dwindled away because of that. And the feminine essence is the power. How you feel, speaking from your heart, is the power, is your magnetic force, your pull, your comeback. And so we don't want to lose that. So this particular video I wanted to discuss, because there are some people that do that because they are afraid to love. They're afraid to get hurt. They have fears. So the title of this particular video is going to be somewhere around the fact that when you are love, nobody inside of that box can hurt you. I talk about having 20/20 vision and thinking outside of the box and connecting back to source, God, the universe, and knowing that you are love and one with the source. And I say that the box is like the matrix. It's like when you were at your lower self. Is where the humans that have been tapped into their higher self, that's where they reside, right? But if you are so conscious and so much of love, I want to remind you with your powerful self that nobody in that box can hurt you when you are love. Not one of them. So it is the perfect time for you to speak your truth, since you are invincible because you are love. They cannot hurt you with none of their games, none of their tactics. And I understand the game. I know how the game. I know how the game go. We're gonna get to game playing if that's what you choose to do. But play it in a feminine essence. Play it to win. Play it to be love and nothing else. To be a woman and not a man. So anyway, when you begin to speak your truth to somebody by saying, I feel such and such, you are letting that person inside of you. You are letting that person experience you from a heart chakra level. Let's do an example. You know how they say, they have a lot of people out there that say, oh, the no contact rule. I'm sure everybody knows about that. So they have the no contact rule, where you disappear, and I believe in it. You disappear, you allow somebody to miss you, and in your absence that person may be thinking about you, missing you, and they might come back, right? Because they took you for granted, they didn't appreciate you, or whatever reason why you put this no contact rule into play. But here's my thing, this is my point here. No contact is really, really cool and all of that. But if you're going to do no contact, and then when the person contacts you again, and you're going to act like ain't nothing happened, that, to me, that part right there, that sounds like masculine energy. That's the kind of stuff men do. But I feel that that is the pivotal moment when you can say how you really feel. You can say how you really feel, but not in a needy, not in an insecure, low self-esteem kind of way. You can say, oh, I've really been busy. I didn't notice that you hadn't called until I saw your number show up. But it would have really felt good to hear your voice, because I've been going through some things. It would have been really nice to see you, but I didn't even realize it had been so long. Just that in itself is not saying, I was sitting up at home waiting for you and eating ice cream. Where you was at, I'm mad at you now. No, you just open up your heart. You just expose some of that magnetic energy energy to that man. And so when you do those things, I feel as though people can't hurt you because you being what they call real. And real is extremely hard to find, especially in the box. Everybody not being real. Not in the box. And even if, because they have men out there like the so-called alpha men or whatever, that think every woman is just like a lion, so to speak. Oh, forget her, F her, she giving you that game. But that's just it. At the end of the day, if you have spoken your truth and let somebody know how you really feel, then when you get tired of them and you're really gone, they'll have the regret, not you. Because it won't be anything that you have to go back and explain, because every time a situation came about, you were speaking your truth. And that is how you play the game. The game is really that you being real. It's a game nowadays because ain't nobody doing it. And that you know how to control your emotions. And that you have a life outside of that particular person. Then you're invincible. Then nobody can ever hurt you. Then the rest of your days, people be wanting to get back with you at some level, whether they're trying to be your friend in order to get back to the relationship that they had and didn't do right with. But you be figured out how those people are. And just like Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And just understand that there are other people. This is a boundless universe. You don't have to get stuck or stagnated at one. And then along the journey, you'll meet that person that's not playing games, that's receptive of you opening up that heart chakra to them and telling them how you really feel. And they'll admire the fact that you could communicate without being over the top, without expressing masculine energy, because that really matters as being a woman. That really matters. Being able to be emotionally strong. Use those tears when you really need to use those tears. And not for the fact that the person didn't call you. Not for the fact that, y'all didn't go out last weekend. Use it for something more meaningful is what I'm saying. Nobody in the box can hurt you though. That is what I really want you to know above all. Nobody in the box can hurt you when you are loved. Because love is connected to the source of God. And you are never going to be bored of that. Ever. See, people fall in love with you based upon the way that you love you. But when you start showing that low self-esteem and that you don't love you based upon them acting a certain way, their respect and their love or appreciation for you dwindles away. So you got to always have the love for you at all times, no matter what the situation is, and know your value in every situation. And that way, in every relationship, every dating experience, every contact or exchange of a number or whatever you're doing, the courting process, whatever you're doing, you will be loved. And nobody could ever hurt you, whether they don't accept how you look, whether they don't accept how you act or whatever. It'll never hurt you because you already have an abundance of love inside of you that you've built up based upon how you felt. When you have love for self, nobody in the box can hurt you. Be blessed.